These haters twist, run it down, but you know I did. You wanna taste? I got the folks and drinks. Come and get the serve. That's what it don't break.
Hello everybody, thank you so much. I really appreciate everybody who check into my videos just to see what I'm talking about. Today we're going to talk about mental illness, and the mental illness that I decided that will be informative is addiction. A lot of people don't know that addiction is a mental illness. I got somebody here who's going to share with you guys his story on his addiction. But first, he's going to let you guys know the true definition of an addiction.
So, yeah. Hello, everybody. So, yeah, addiction is a mental illness. And the definition is addiction is a chronic relapsing brain disorder that's characterized by compulsive substance abuse, even when it has harmful consequences. It's the most severe form of substance use disorder, which is SUD for short. And the symptoms can be like symptoms of addiction include continuing to use a substance despite negative effects such as hangovers, risky behaviors while under the influence, and also failing to meet obligations. So this is going to probably shock a lot of people, but I have an example of an addiction, and this is when people normally think of addiction, they think of like it says substance abuse, like alcohol, drugs, or whatever, right? Even gambling. For me, I have a problem with pornography, where I was exposed as 5 years old. Nobody gave it to me. I just happened to come across it one day. Somebody was watching it. I was 5 years old and I saw it, and it interested me. And I've been watching porn since I was 5 years old. It has affected my sexual relationships with women. It made me look at women. When I was a kid, I was attracted to femininity, but however, I saw a woman looking, how you say it, conservative and casual, whatever. It was attractive because I wasn't super exposed yet, far into the addiction with pornography. But when I got into my teen years, and especially in my early 20s, is when it got at the worst moments, where I started wanting women that they gotta have curvy bodies, they gotta have the biggest butts, they gotta dress up looking like, whores and prostitutes, because that's what I saw in the porno. And then the negative thing, that's a negative. Another example of a negative side effect of it is that what it does is, like, when you want to have, you're having sex with your significant other, and you as a man is always constantly watching porno, it's killing your sex drive. It's also going ahead and making it harder for you to keep up, because it brings down your sex drive. It really does, because you're releasing all that extra energy in your body, and you're taking it out and releasing it. And that, when you are sexually frustrated, you're able to do stuff. You're able to get things done. It gives you confidence. It makes you become determined to get things done. So if you was to ask me, I would never recommend anybody watching porn. If you ask me if it should be illegal, and it should be not even decriminalized, it should be completely illegal, banned completely. It's a menace to society. I think it should be completely illegal, because it does more harm than good. I don't know. It has done harm for me. It has held me back. It has messed up certain relationships I had. And I am trying to take the proper steps now to stop doing it, because I've seen what it has done to me in the past. And I have noticed when I took my time from stop doing it, I seen myself doing better. So if you was to ask me, I recommend anybody, if male or female. It's worse for males. I don't know how it works for females, because I haven't done the study yet, but there has been studies on males. When they do this, it affects them in a negative light. So if you're going through this, anybody, I recommend don't do this no more. Don't, because this is very, very bad. It's not going to help you out. So thank you.
Wow, that was very informative. I really didn't know that they even had a pornography addiction. Well, I'm curious to know, what's the definition of a pornography addiction?
Well, the definition of porn addiction refers to an emotional dependence on pornography that interferes with daily life, relationships, and the ability to function. A person may become dissatisfied with their own sex life or engage in risky behaviors such as using porn at work. So, like, example with me. So, like, with porn addiction, right? I had situations where it really affected my sex life.
Give me an example.
So an example is I had a relationship with a woman in the past. I don't want to put her name and business out there, but I was able to satisfy her, but she wasn't able to satisfy me in the sense that I wanted to because the attraction wasn't 100% there. And I blame it on what I watch in pornography. It has affected my relationship in a negative way where it caused me not being able to be satisfied finding my girlfriend attractive in that sense, because I wanted a woman with an ass and she had no ass. I wanted a woman that looked like one of them whores that you see in.
So why didn't you just go find one of them whores? There's plenty of them out here.
Because when I first when I was dealing with her I was early in my porn addiction. It wasn't heavy. It wasn't so heavy. It was early in the stage when I first got with her. Then as the years came by, the addiction got worse and worse and worse, and then because I was so used to watching the porn, it caused me to lose the attraction.
So basically, you want when you have a sexual encounter with a woman, you expect her to be what you vision on TV or on the screen when you watching porn. You want your woman to be just like the woman on the screen. So is that the reason why you feel like you are unable to be satisfied sexually by the person that you might be dating or having sexual encounters with?
Yes. And what it does is that what it has done is that it really affects me mentally. And not only did it affect me mentally in my relationships with my girlfriends in the past, but it also affected me in my personal life where it would drive down my confidence level, because I don't know if I said it earlier, but it brings down your testosterone level. And by it bringing down your testosterone level, it causes you to become less masculine. You start to become less confident as a man. You start to become more of like a man who doesn't want to get his stuff together and everything.
So how often did you watch it?
Let me see. Like when I was in my early stages, it was like only on the weekends.
So on the weekends, and then
Like,
we got to the late stages. How often did you watch it?
It was getting like I would do it 3 times a day.
And when you watch it, did you ejaculate? Did you touch
Yeah.
it? So every time you watch it, you would do that. Basically, what's the point of watching it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How did you feel afterwards? Because I know some people have an addiction. Once they start engaging in their addiction, afterwards, after the feeling goes away of completion, then they start to get like down and depressed and feelings of shame and stuff like that. But sometimes even suicidal. Did you feel any of those things? Because that's basically where the mental health kicks in at. You get what I'm saying? So people want to know, how does it relate? How does pornography addiction relates to a mental health? Well, I'm here to tell you guys that's how it relates to a mental health. Because anybody who suffers from any substance addiction knows that after you consume and you're a choice of your substance, afterwards you start to feel down. You want to die, and you don't want to live no more. You start to feel depressed, and you start to hate yourself because you feel like you lost all control. And when you lose all control, that's when your mental state of mind is being affected, because you can't control yourself. And we live in this world without any self-control. It brings us into a really dark space. Have you ever felt that?
Well, I felt like when I would do it, and after I do it, I would feel disgusted in myself, and I feel like I have to wash myself constantly because I feel like, dang, this is nasty. I don't like the feeling of my own ejaculation on me. I hate it. I don't like it. I feel nasty with myself. I feel like I failed myself, saying that, you want to stop doing it, but you're doing it again. You're doing it again. And what actually causes me to want to actually watch porn, especially lately, is I hate to add this, no excuse, but when I go on social media, I see women on my Instagram, especially Instagram, and they look similar to these pornography women, these women in the porn videos, and it will get me stimulated to want to do that. It'll turn me on because this is what I am attracted to. And then when I see this, it makes me be like, damn, I'm turned on, but I don't know what I can do. I don't want to go ahead and do this. There was a moment where I was trying to give up the addiction. I had to delete social media from my phone, but I also have a little addiction to social media, but that's a whole nother situation and another topic for another day. But the situation with social media led me to the addiction back to porn, because I wanted to see how's everything on social media, and I saw everything, and it caused me to go back watching porn.
Wow, I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope that you could get over your addiction. But I do want to say that I'm very thankful that you allowed yourself to come on this platform to even discuss it and talk about it. But I'm also proud of you, because it takes a lot of courage to even want to come out and speak about it. That takes a lot, and I think that's the first step in healing, is admitting that you have a problem. You cannot get well unless you admit that there's a problem. So I think that's very big of you, and it takes a lot of courage. And I thank you so much. Thank you for sharing your story. I hope you guys have learned something from this. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. If you know anybody out there, or if it's you who's suffering from any type of mental illness, I urge you to seek help. You know, it takes a lot. It takes a lot to just admit that you have a problem. Really think about how you feel, your emotions. Really think about it. Really keep a note of your feelings and the things that go on through your mind and the thoughts that go on through your head, and ask yourself, do I have a mental illness? Is this a normal feeling that I'm feeling? Why am I feeling so down? Why am I feeling so depressed? Why am I always sad and angry? What is going on? I urge you to be brave. I challenge you to be brave and take that first step. And dial this number 988 on any phone. Dial 988. That's the number to mental health crisis hotline, and they will direct you in the they will direct your path. They will help you out and give you resources to where you can go seek help. Thank you so much. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys. I'm out.